This is code.org. I'm working on CS Principles, Unit 5, Building Apps, Lesson 8, Boolean Expression and If Statements, Part 14. You try it. Adding an else statement to the password checker. If we add an else clause to the password checker, we can make it act a little fancier. Ooh, study the animation at the right. Add an if-else statement to the login button event handler. Show the unlock and displays access granted. Oh, handler that shows the unlock and displays access granted if the user gets the password correctly. Otherwise, shows the lock display and show the lock and display access denied. Note the setup. Again, we have two images, a lock and unlock, but this time both are hidden at the start. There is also a text label at the bottom where we'll display a message, but it starts empty as well. Two event handlers. The first event handler on login button click is where you should add your if-else statement. Okay. We've provided the statement you need to add into the appropriate clause. The second event handler on password input click acts as a reset. You do not need to modify anything in this event handler, simply hides all the images and sets the text to blank. A hint, never. All right, let's see what we got here. We need a control. They said we need an if. I think we're going to need an if else. I'm going to drop that in here. So access granted, green image. That's if they get it right. I'll put that in the top. And we're going to assume that it's going to be, if they do not get it right, we're going to have an else statement triggered. You could do this in reverse, I should point out, but one sec. I will in a moment. Equals, and then, do we have a variable for our statement? Oh, of course not. Okay. So we need to do grab the text when they, so login button on click. We want a UI get text. Whoops, yep, right there actually. That's fine. Get the text, and this ID, right, was password input. And we want it equal to whatever I want my password to be. And my password is going to be, code. I'll leave it at coding. I wanted something creative, but it didn't happen. All right, now let's test this out. So if the password, once I hit login on click of the login button, it's going to drop down and do this. If my password, and it gets the text of the password, is equal to the string coding, it drops down and it's going to say access label display, access granted, show element, green lock. And so it will show that access granted and the green lock. Else, so if this is false, this does not happen. If this is false, if the password is not correct, this does not happen, and it always will drop down and run whatever's in the else. Keep in mind, it will never run both of these at the same time. It either says true, password correct, and only runs this code and doesn't run the else, or it says false, password's incorrect, does not run this code, and does run the else. Let's give this a shot. Oops. It is coding. Ta-da!